shout out to Liverpool for winning the game. I actually didn't think they were gonna win. But I think this win reflects a whole lot more on Madrid rather than on Liverpool. So congratulations on Liverpool for the win. I'll see you guys. I think Sunday when you guys play the Man City. I'll talk about you guys then. I think right now for the next 10 minutes, whenever I'm tired. I think for the next few minutes I'll just speak about Madrid as a whole. I think this game is a big disappointment for Madrid because you're supposed to go into these kind of games. The blame was on Ancelotti last year. The blame was on the lack of good defensive players last year. And you fix these two things, right? You get three of the starters. The whole backline was different this year, if I remember. Last year was Vasquez, Asensio, Rudiger. Um, I think it may have been Furlan. If not, it was Fran Garcia. This year is Valverde, Eder Militao, Hoyson, and Carreras. So you got a whole new backline. So that was issue number one. Issue number two is you now get a new coach. Last year was Ancelotti. This year is Xabi Alonso. The outcome is the same. Madrid got dominated at Anfield. Two different years, same issues, same problems, lack of creativity, lack of chances, and just getting peppered, literally. Courtois had to make like 4 or 5 saves a half. If it's not for him, the score is crazy. So it's like, how do you fix this? Like, what can Madrid take from this result to move forward? And if I'm really being honest, it's gonna sound super pessimistic, but I actually don't think there's a way forward or there's a way up from here. Because think about it, okay? This is my reasoning. Last year, the issues were defensively and Mbappe that wasn't on form. The Mbappe-Vinny connection. Vinny didn't play in that fixture last year, but last year, throughout the year, that was that was the issue. So it was either Mbappe was shining or Vinny was shining. It was either my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. They were unable to actually find a good connection together. This year has been the Mbappe show. Um, Vinny has had a decent season, really. A lot of people are focused on the negativity or the theatrics or what he does. But Vinny has had a decent season. Not Vinny standard, but a decent season. So it's like, what can you do to fix this issue? And I truly believe that number one, has Madrid has a striker problem. And I want to emphasize on that, okay? So you're Real Madrid, and I'll just name you the players that were playing forward. Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. And you know what? Just because he was there, Arda Güler. Those are the players that I'm naming you. Would you believe me if I told you that the team that had Florian Wirtz, Ekitike, Mo Salah, and Dominic Szoboszlai was way more threatening and created way more chances than the other team? No, you wouldn't believe me. You wouldn't, just based on name value. There's an issue with Madrid where the winger is going past his fullback, and there's no one to cross it to. There's no pullback that's available. There's an issue in Madrid where the center midfielder makes runs into the box because the striker is not in the box. There's a lack of box presence. And then you may answer, well, in PSG, Dembele is not really inside the box. And that's extremely correct. The thing is, and that goes back to the systematic issue, where it's in PSG, if Dembele is not in the box, you have Hakimi in the box. If Hakimi's not in the box, you have Fabian Ruiz that's in the box. Fabian Ruiz not in the box, you have Neves, you have Barcola, you have Kvara. So the first problem is obviously an Mbappe problem. Mbappe is not a number 9. He has shown that he cannot play as a number 9. And if the team is playing a low block, as in we're looking to defend and you're not going to have space to run behind, and you may not have a clear one-on-one with a keeper, he will struggle. That's not an insult towards him. That's just a fact. It's been proven multiple times. Last year against Arsenal, he was void, non-existent. Low block, will defend. You're not going to get space in behind. The two games against Liverpool, will defend. We're big, we're strong. you're not gonna run in behind. The evidence is there. Whether it's against menus, I don't have any other examples to be honest. But PSG actually, they do play PSG. Yeah, so it's clear signs that he's not a number nine. So that's the first issue. Okay, Mbappe is not a number nine. So as a coach, if you don't have anyone in the box whenever anyone puts a cross or anyone that's nearby the box can take a shot and rebound, you should drill your players to fill up for that void. Number one, you can either coach the striker to be a I don't want to swear to be a damn striker, or you can coach your players to compensate for the fact that your striker does not want to be a striker. So that's on Xabi Alonso. I think Madrid had 2 shots on target today. I think. First one was the Bellingham one where he goes past Konate, shoots, bounces back. Then I think it's Arda that shoots. I think it's a left-footed player, so it might be Arda that tries to finesse it straight into the keeper's hand. Real Madrid had 2 shots on target with damn near 60% of possession. Do you guys know how crazy that is? 60% of ball possession and 2 shots. This is not a, you can't blame this on the center backs or the full backs anymore. This is a systematic issue and a striker issue. So there's 2 ways in which you can fix this problem. At some point in time, he's turning 27. Mbappe's gonna have to be coached, man. Like he's gonna have to be coached. He's gonna have to be told, hey man, Vinicius on the touchline, he's going past his fullback. He got locked up. Well, because he can only go down the freaking wing, because he can't go towards the center of the box because there's no one there to pass it to. There's no one there to combine or to link up. So that's issue number 1. Coach your number 10, your 26 to soon to be 27-year-old player, how to play the striker position. Or if you're unable to coach your striker how to be a striker, there's 2 things you can do. You can either put your number 10 or your striker on the wing, and Vinicius will either go up top or he'll go on the bench. That's the number 1. That's the first option. Or number 2, you have to drill your players into occupying that space that Madrid is simply not occupying. There's no way that you can have pullback crosses and there's just 4 red players into the box. It just doesn't make sense. You can't create. Real Madrid doesn't create enough chances to be one of the top sides in Europe. And it's a big issue because in order to win the Champions League, you're going to need to score and you're going to need to find different ways to score. It can't just always be on the counterattack. It can't just always be those little, oh, the ball hit me or penalties. You're gonna need to find different ways. They're not good on set pieces, defensively or offensively. They're just not good at all. They're not good in terms of crosses. Trent put a cross, no one was there. And other than Valverde, they don't really have anyone that takes long shots. So it's like, where is the threat coming from in terms of goals? And I'm focusing on goals because I truly think that defensively, Real Madrid played extremely great. Courtois will always be Courtois. The 2 center backs, Oysén, my boy, you're 6'6", better start jumping. But other than that, there's not much to complain about. You're at Anfield. You're going to concede at some point. It's a Champions League night. But it's borderline embarrassing that your team goes to Anfield with these amount of attacking players and you only score 2 goals. I mean, you only have 2 shots on target. 2 shots on target is insane. And it's the same passage of play. So yeah, that's my 2 cents, man. So just to briefly go over it, same issues as last year, except the defense. But in terms of systematic and the forward, they're gonna need to fix it. But like, if you're a Madrid fan, like, where do you even go from here? Like, where do you think it's gonna get better? Do you think that one of the 2 are gonna get benched? Is gonna get benched? Do you think that Mbappe at 27, 26 will finally learn how to play striker? You think that you'll finally crowd the box? Like, You look at the PSG loss, for example, you're like, oh, maybe we can invest into a backup for Dembouz or a backup for Hakimi. Maybe we can implement Sabarni into the starting lineup. Maybe we made a mistake on Chevalier. Maybe you can try to see what we can do. But if you're Madrid, you're not going to sell Mbappe. You're not really going to bench Vinicius. So what can you even do? You're not going to bench Valverde to put Trent and then buy another center attacking mid. Like, what can you even do? It's, I don't know. If I'm a Madrid fan today, this is the worst result that you can imagine. Because not only were Liverpool have been so easy to play against, but you showed nothing that you're gonna be a big club this competition. So I don't know. It's super late, class in the morning. I'll be on 4 hours of sleep, but after studying, I just wanted to get this off my chest. So that's my Pat-Nalysis for this game. Mostly on Madrid. So Madrid, no, Liverpool 1, Madrid 0, and hopefully it fixes up for you Madridistas, or else it's gonna be a long season. You might have La Liga, but that Champions League exit is gonna be painful. The same way as last year for Arsenal, because I don't think they're there. Anyways, good night. I'm tired.